Hi everyone, this is Dr.Khushboo Vachhani here, welcoming you all back to our channel. Stay young, stay fit. I am specialized in musculoskeletal and sports physiotherapy. First of all, I would like to thank you all for the overwhelming responses which you all have been giving till date on all our videos. And today's topic is going to be all about the carpal tunnel syndrome. So before starting, I would like to brief you all about the carpal tunnel syndrome. Carpal tunnel is basically the all human beings we have in our body. It is formed by the small carpal bones which you all can feel at the base of your wrist joint. It is covered by a tendon sheet and it forms a tunnel. So now within this tunnel there passes a lot of tendons as well as the median nerve. That median nerve, it starts from your elbow joint till your wrist joint. It supplies the base of the thumb and the 2.5 fingers. And there occurs a tremendous amount of pressure in the carpal tunnel syndrome, and it leads to tingling, numbness, as well as the weakness of your fingers. You might lose even the gripping of your fingers, and you might have the pain in the wrist joint. The basic symptom is the pain in the wrist joint. It starts with a mild to moderate pain. And this occurs mainly among the household chores workers, the females who are continuously working in the kitchen and making chapatis in this awkward position by flexing their wrist, and their fingers are also flexed in this position. Even among these days, the laptop workers or the desktop workers who are bending their wrist and working continuously, it causes a tremendous amount of pressure in your carpal bones, which indeed applies a pressure to the tendons which are passing by. And there is a median nerve, as I explained prior, which is passing below the tendons, so that gets compressed. So that is one of the reasons these days. Then there are many studies which are being done, and among those studies it has been proven that it is very common among the pregnant females as well. So among the pregnant females there occurs a lot of physiological and the physical changes which leads to a lot of water retention in the body. Now this water retention, it gets accumulated at the periphery joints like your wrist joint here or at your foot. So when it gets accumulated at your wrist joint, it applies a tremendous amount of pressure to that tendon sheet, and it leads to the pressure of your median nerve. So that's how the carpal tunnel is very common even among the pregnant females. It's not like, every pregnant female will suffer from carpal tunnel, but definitely the precaution is better than cure. So if you're working out while you're pregnant, make sure you're taking an advice of your physical therapist or your physician or your gynecologist before resuming to any kind of exercises, and don't forget to include the wrist exercises to prevent the carpal tunnel. So the first thing will be a kneading massage, because the carpal tunnel starts with a mild to moderate pain in your wrist joint, that is the base of your wrist. So we'll be doing a kneading massage. For this, you can just place your thumb here at your wrist joint where you're feeling the pain. That will be just like a mild pain, a normal usual pain after your working hours. So I'll be just placing my one thumb over here, and the technique is called as a kneading technique, as I already mentioned. So I'm just placing it over here. I'm not just rotating in a, just rubbing it around. I'll be moving it in a circular manner by applying a mild to moderate pressure with my thumb against the tendon over here. So this way, palm should be straight. I'm applying the pressure and then doing a small circular movements. So I'm doing a small circular movement, not just rubbing with my thumb. The pressure should be within the comfort level. It should not cause any kind of discomfort. Consult your physician before doing this if you have a tremendous amount of pain in your wrist joint. a small circular movement, just not rubbing it with the thumb. That's it for the kneading massage. So the next exercise is a flexion and extension stretch of your wrist joint. So let's get started. Hand should be straight in a 90-degree position. Make a fist. Thumb can be outside this way, or you can curl it inside with your fingers to get a more stretch. It should be within your comfort level. It should not cause any kind of pain. Now, after keeping the hand straight this way, I'm just gonna flex my wrist. At the end range, I'm applying a manual pressure without using my other hand. Hold this for 30 counts or 30 seconds and then come back to the neutral position. Repeat the sequence 3 times. Straight. Now I'll show you with an overpressure. So for an overpressure, flex it till the end range. I'll be using another palm of my left hand and applying an overpressure. Hold for 30 counts and then straight. Again, flex your wrist till the end range. Applying an overpressure at the end range with another palm. Make sure you are not doing any kind of a shoulder movement, like shrugging your shoulder upwards, because that will cause a trick movement. It should be a pure movement of your wrist joint and your wrist muscles. Now I'll be doing an extension wrist stretch. For that, I'm just taking my wrist joint up in the end range, holding it for 30 counts and then back to the neutral position. Again up and back to the neutral position. Let's repeat it for one more time. Back to the neutral position. Basically, this helps in relieving the tingling and the numbness kind of sensation which you feel in your fingers and your palm while working for prolonged hours on the computer or the laptop, or while using your mobile screen for a longer period of time. So that's it for the wrist extension and flexion stretch. So now the next exercise is a finger stretch exercise to reduce the tingling and the numbness, and especially for the pins and needle sensation which you feel in your fingers. So for this, I'll be stretching my arm back again to 90 degrees, and from here I'll be applying a pressure in the backward direction. I'll be just pulling my fingers towards me with my another palm. Just thumb facing outwards. Hold for 30 seconds. Then back to normal, neutral position. Again, let's repeat the sequence. Hold for 30 counts and then back to the neutral position. Again, thumb facing outwards this way. This helps in stretching all the tendons, and it helps in relieving the pains which you are experiencing on your fingers. That's it for the finger stretch exercise. So the next is median nerve glide. This is very important as there is a lot of compression on your median nerve. So gliding of the median nerve is important, and it helps in relieving the pressure of your median nerve. So let's get started. For this, I'm going to stretch my arm at the sideways 90 degree. Just extend your wrist this way in this direction, facing downwards. Your fingers should be pointing towards the floor. Thumb should be abducted, that is facing outwards. It is stretched in an outward direction. And from here, I'll be just bending my neck holding this position for 30 counts or 30 seconds. I'll be feeling a stretch right from my shoulder, from my neck till my forearm and my wrist joint, and even in my fingers. Then come back to the neutral position. Repeat the sequence. Make sure you're not feeling a lot of pressure on your neck or on your elbow joint or on your wrist joint. Come back to the neutral position. Repeat it for one more time. Back to the neutral position. So that's it for the median nerve gliding exercise. So I'll be demonstrating one more stretch for your wrist joint. So that will help in reducing the pain which you feel at the base of your wrist. So for this, I'm just going to stretch my arm up to 90 degrees this way. I'm going to place my thumb inside and curl it with all your fingers inwards. And just move your wrist downwards position. So where downward? Exactly towards your ulnar bone, the most prominent bone of your wrist joint over here, which you can feel this prominence here at the wrist joint, that is your ulnar bone. So in this direction, I'm just gonna bend my wrist in this way. At the end range, just hold it for 30 counts. And then get back to the neutral position. Get back to the neutral position. Do it for 3 times. That's it for the stretching. So the next exercise is a prayer stretch exercise. For this, I'm just gonna join both my palms this way. Make sure you're not joining your elbows this way. Maintain some distance and raise it up till your forehead level this way. From here, just get it down. Flare your elbows. Make sure you're applying pressure against both the palm. Hold it for 30 counts. Again, take it upwards in this direction. From here, get it down up to your chest level. Press both your palms together against each other. You'll feel a stretch at the base of your wrist joint. Hold for 30 counts, then again back to the neutral position. That's it for the prayer stretch exercise. I hope today's session will help you in easing out the pain of your wrist joint and getting rid of your carpal tunnel syndrome. It's my personal advice, especially for all the pregnant females out there, before starting any kind of a workout, whether it's a small joint wrist workout or any physical workout, do consult your physicians and do take their permission, and then only it is recommended to start. And even for the also, if you are feeling tremendous amount of wrist pain which is unbearable, please don't ignore it. Make sure you are going and consulting an orthopedic surgeon or your physician or even your physical therapist, or even you all can consult me. And if you all have any further questions or any queries, or if you all want to know anything more about the carpal tunnel, or even if you all have any recommendation for the further videos, please don't forget to drop in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. And please stay tuned for more such videos. Till then, stay young, stay fit. See you all in the other video. Bye bye. Take care.